Hey guys, what's up? It's Mick of the Beard Society with Mick and Ryan. Today, I'm going to do a head shave. I know it's strange because it's not live, but I figured I would compare a leaf razor with just your standard cart razor. This one happens to be a Gillette Skin Guard. For me, it's the best cart razor that you're gonna find, and maybe we'll talk about some other things while we're at it. This is my first actual uploaded video other than the funny little shorts that I've uploaded, so bear with me. I'll get the hang of it eventually. So that being said, I'm gonna try to pull a Johnny Grooms and get this done as quick as I can. Start off by wetting the head. You always want to start with a wet dome. You do not want to put that shave soap, shave gel, shave cream. You do not want to put that on there dry. The moisture that you added to it will kind of soak into the head, and it'll make the cream or the soap or the gel, it will make it thick. Your razor will almost feel like you're gluing it to your head. So you want to wet the dome a little bit, and I use a pre-shave cube. There's all kinds of pre-shaves. My buddy Johnny, he likes to use an oil. I think that's his favorite thing. And I don't mind the oils. I like this cube. It actually comes from a place called Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, or affectionately known as PAA. They are out of Phoenix, and their website is, I think you can type in paashave.com, and it'll take you right to it. Add a little bit more water, set it into the head there. Get a good slick base to start off with. Let's put that up. I have a pet peeve about pre-shaves and soaps being in places they shouldn't be. It really bothers me. So if you see me wiping my head off 6 times during this, don't think nothing of it. Okay. Now we will. Oh, and guys, what I'll do is I'll shave this half with one razor, this half with the other. That way everything's even. Our brush today is the RazoRock 24 barrel. I think it's a Best Badger. I've got my soap loaded. That's Holy Call Merchant of Tobacco. It's a good kind of chocolatey tobacco scent. I've got some beard products that actually smell really similar. Get a little bit of that on there. I always struggle when I'm doing a head shave. I always struggle with using too much or not enough soap. It's one or the other. I can never get it exactly right. And guys, I know somebody's going to watch this and they're going to say, man, you're not putting that on there right. Well, I'll tell you, there's not a right and a wrong way. I know that for sure. The reason I don't scrub real hard, I know you see me do it a little bit there at first, but the reason I don't scrub real hard is because it irritates my skin. I have highly, highly sensitive skin. The slightest little thing will set it off. And again with the face wipe. I don't know why that bothers me so bad. It just does. So, guys, while we're shaving, there's been some things on my mind about the beard community here lately. And it's nothing bad. I mean, yeah, it has bad outcomes sometimes. But people like to call it drama, and sometimes it is drama, sometimes it's not. But I want to talk about the flip side of that coin just a little bit. I'm not going to drone on about it. I want to talk about forgiveness, new beginnings, starting over, whatever you want to call it. And obviously, I'm not going to name anybody specifically. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to make a point here in a second. So we're ready to shave. Some people like to add a little water after they put their soap on. I mean, it's kind of the same to me either way, but it does hydrate it a little bit. So we'll start out with the Gillette Skin Guard, and let's see, we'll do it on this side, the right side. Also, both of these razors each have one-time use on the blade. I don't know if it's in my mind, but I feel like a blade is not at its best until its second use. I know that's a mental block. I really know it is. But I feel like they have to break in a little bit. So, I had used this once, and I got a replacement for my leaf here. I broke my leaf, so it has a lifetime warranty. They sent a replacement out. So the last time I shaved, I used these blades once, and just so happened when the new leaf came in, I had just used this cartridge one time. So they each have one use on them. We're going to compare them as easily or as best as we can. So, and again, guys, this is definitely my first shave video that's not live. And I don't have anybody to talk to behind me, so bear with me. And this has two blades. And what I like about this is these two blades, they're split apart a little bit. They're not back to back to back. And for the purposes of this video, I have two blades in this. It's really super hard to see. If I've got enough time when I get done, I'll bust it apart and show everybody. So I've got two blades in each one to make it fair. And I'm going to do my best to get this in one pass. It won't happen. I'll have to make a second for sure. But I will do my best to get it in one single pass. Anyway, guys, the forgiveness thing, there's a bunch of adult men in this community, and adult men are, most of them are alpha males, and we argue sometimes. That's, it's totally natural, it's totally normal, and it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But to write someone off permanently and forever, I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. My buddy Rob Acker, he put out a short video. I can't remember if it was on YouTube or Instagram here a while back, and said, let's do better. That was the message he tried to get across. And I really liked that message, and I really respected that message. Rob's had a little temper before. I've got a temper, a lot of us do, it's how we control it and how we redeem ourselves from it is what counts. Some people will go through life having never redeemed themselves from their hot-headedness, They'll get into it with somebody in their 20s, and they'll never speak to that person again. And before they had gotten into it with that person was a very important figure in their life, I've seen that happen. God, guys, I've seen that happen a lot. And I don't like it. And the point I want to make is a lot of times we forgive people in real life. I'm not talking about the beer community now. I'm talking about in real life. So, if we can do that in real life, we can do that in this community also. Guys, I don't know if you can hear the feedback from this razor, but this is a good razor. This is a good cartridge razor. I'm not a fan of cartridge razors, but I had to have this while the new leaf was coming in. But so if I'm going to use a cartridge, it's definitely going to be this one. But anyway, guys, yes, back to my point on, you know, on forgiveness, and hopefully me and Ryan will be able to touch on this a little bit more in depth here in one of our Saturday live shows, you know. By the way, don't forget to catch the Beard Society with Mick and Ryan. It is a live show on Saturdays. It's usually at 6 Eastern, but sometimes it has to be at 8 Eastern. So, but you can follow the channel, and it'll get posted. Usually, you know, I try to post it up as quick as and as early as I can, what time our time will be. So yeah, and again, without naming any names, there's some tussles going on in the beard community, and I know there's hundreds that I don't know about. So I am speaking to everybody when I say this. You know, guys, try to forgive. I have made more mistakes in my life, I promise you, than anybody who is watching this video. I mean, you know, I won't even argue about it because I know I'm right. I have made more mistakes, and I've made worse mistakes than anybody watching this video, or at least as bad. And I have been, to my knowledge, forgiven for the people, by the people that I have wronged, for every mistake that I've made. Yeah, sure, somewhere, somebody that I don't know that well, you know, probably still hates my guts. And the only reason that I have not tried to make amends with that person is because I don't know that they're still mad at me. You know, you've got to, we're all men here, and that being said, we have to forgive people, and we have to ask for forgiveness. That's, I mean, without trying to sound like a preacher, you know, but we have to be willing to forgive people that we feel like have wronged us. And we have to be willing to ask for that forgiveness. And like I said, I am guilty of it myself. I'm not sitting here preaching saying I'm better than anybody. I am guilty of it myself. Okay, so that half was with the Gillette Skin Guard. So before I start, not a bad pass. Not a bad pass at all. So we will, get a little bit more right there. Now we'll start with the Leaf Razor. I always have trouble right there. I always miss right down in the ear, just a little bit. Now guys, this razor here, it takes a broken in half double edge blade, or a safety razor blade. You just leave it in the package, you snap them in half, and you have two halves of a razor. This will hold up to 3. So what I like to say is it is a double edge razor hybrid mixed with like a Mach 3 or a Gillette Skin Guard or a Gillette Fusion. I like to say Mach 3 because it will hold 3 blades like the Mach 3. In my opinion, this is my favorite head shaver. Now, keep in mind, I haven't tried every one of them out there. I've tried 5 or 6 different ones, you know, but, and I'm not saying it is the best, but for me, it works really, really well. One downfall to it, and I will say this, one thing I like better about this over this is the size of the head. See how small that is? Now, that is much bulkier, making it a little harder to get in here to the ears. Now, this is not meant for head shaving. This is just meant for general shaving. I think it's marketed to the wet shaving community as a face shaver, but we all know I'm not shaving my face. So I bought it, and actually Chris Bailey of the I Am CDB channel. He actually turned me on to this, and he did a phenomenal job in doing so. This is, like I said, this is what I'll use until they either go out of business and I can't get a replacement if I break it, or I kick the bucket. One or the other. This is my shaver right here. You see there, I can take multiple passes, and it cleans it right up. Yeah, that's BBS right there. And for anybody in the beard community that doesn't know what BBS stands for, it's Baby Butt Smooth. Just a little bit more on the back here, guys, and we'll check it and see what we feel like. There is one spot right in the back of my head where I have to go across, plumb across. So, just to keep it fair, we'll do that with we'll do one pass with the skin guard. And we'll do one with the leaf. You know, I would like to review this razor, but I always tell everybody I'm not a review, so if somebody wants to leave a comment down below, if they would like for me to review this leaf razor, take it apart, you know, I mean, there ain't a lot to take apart, but, you know, take it apart, kind of show the inner workings of it, go over the price, stuff like that, let me know. Let me know down below. And, you know, if a couple of you guys want to see that, I can do that. Okay, so there's a spot right here. Always, always, always miss. And it's just the way the hair grows. There's a spot right here too. So we will go back over here. See if I can get it there. All right, guys, and I want everybody to think about what I said as far as forgiveness. I've publicly seen a couple of things that have went on that some people didn't like, that other people's it didn't bother them. And guys, that's fine. That's all matter of opinion. It doesn't, you know. And I'm not stating my opinion here. I'm kind of indifferent to it. But I would hate for two guys that would normally have been friends. All right, one spot in the back there. Two guys that would have normally have been friends to not ever be friends again over something little. You know, everybody makes mistakes. It is how these people redeem themselves. It's what they do next, you know. And I know that's a pretty common saying. I didn't coin that for sure. But it's true. It's what you do next, you know. If you feel like you did something wrong that seemed right at the time, hey, that's okay. No regrets. You know, you felt like that was the right thing to do at the time. Maybe you was given bad advice. I've seen that happen, you know. So we come into the community and we're a new guy, and we see a name pop up in live streams. We see it on comments, on videos. We see people calling them out by name, and as a new person, you're going to think, okay, so that's one of the pillars, that's one of the leaders, that's one of the old heads in the community. So when you need advice, you're going to reach out to that person. Well, it turns out that person told you wrong. You know, maybe he had a score to settle, a grudge, something like that, you know. So, and they ended up giving you bad advice, told you, hey, do this, do this, do this. Well, turns out, you know, now after you've done that, you think it's a mistake. And again, I'm not saying it was or it wasn't, or it is or it isn't, but everybody needs to keep in mind, the offender and the offendee need to keep in mind that everybody makes mistakes. You know, it's okay. We're a beard community. We're talking about beard products. We're selling beard products. We're trying beard products. That's all it is. So if somebody makes a mistake, make a little bit of room in your heart to forgive that person. Or if you make a mistake, you know, humble yourself, ask for forgiveness. It's hard to do, but it's simple all at the same time. It's the easiest thing to say, but at the same time, it's the hardest thing in the world to do. Uh-oh, we got a spot right there. So I missed, so there was a spot right there. I can hear it. So there was a spot on each side. Now, two things. I've got a BBS shave right here. This is a really good shave, by the way. Everything feels good. Now, two things. One, this has a lube strip, so it cheats right off the top. I hate that. See, I got that lube filling over here, and over here, my fingers will almost stick to my head. That's nice and slick. That's sticking. So I'm turning the water on, guys. So that automatically cheats just a little bit. That's okay, though. Now, let's get down to something, and this kind of starting to sound like a review, so I'll shut up after this. It is highly expensive to put these on here. I mean, yeah, you could probably get 6 or 7 or 8 shaves from one of these, where I can get 3 shaves in a set of blades for these. I do not go over 3. I throw them away at 3. It's another one of the mental block things. But the price of one of these blades compared to one of these is astronomical. And the double-edged blades, they range in price. These are $15, $18 for a 3-pack. You can get a set of Astra blades. You can get 100 of them for $7. So, and each blade, so that's 100 shaves. If you make each blade last 3 shaves, that's 300 shaves for $7. Whereas, let's be generous and say 50 shaves for 15 out of this. So, they do pretty close to the same thing. My head is going to be a little bit more sore from this one compared to this one, but I really know how to shave with this one. I've shaved a lot more with this one, with the leaf, than I have the Gillette. And I mean, the double-edged stuff, the old guys, you know, back in the day, they had it right. You know, they had it right back then. Now, this right here is for easy use. I mean, now you can change it. You know, no problem. So, the double edge, you know, it takes a little more to get them put in there. So, I mean, it's a trade-off. You know, you get a little better shave out of the leaf, but it's a lot quicker and easier with the Gillette. So, but anyway, guys, I'll put a little witch hazel on. This is Thayer's witch hazel with cucumber. I'll apply a little bit of that, and you know, I haven't been using a lot of aftershaves here lately. I've been using this witch hazel with the cucumber in it. Man, it works wonders. It feels great on the skin. Everything about it is really good. So, hey, that's it, guys. So this is my first video. I appreciate everybody joining, everybody watching, I guess you'd say. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, guys.